there's a really important point that was said to me by someone within the maritime world in Wellington yesterday. I don't know if you guys are mentioning this yet, but if you're not, can I ask you to start pushing through, or at least investigating, the rail-enabled ferries? Because the point that was made to us yesterday was, if a business in the North Island has to wait minimum 4 years before they get back their rail-enabled ferry, then what they're going to do is they're going to set up a different way to deliver their product to the South Island. And once they set up that different way to deliver their product to the South Island, there's no guarantees they'll come back to using rail-enabled ferries. So this may also, I'm thankful that Mr. Peters has got rail-enabled ferries, but because of the delay, it might end up being that those rail-enabled ferries are a bit of a white elephant if everyone else has figured better ways, cheaper ways to get their product to the South Island.
You are 100% right. I mean, we support the rail-enabled ferries. That's what we wanted all along. Ours, that were due to arrive next year, were going to be rail-enabled. And we do have some real concern that, businesses, people moving freight, all of those sorts of things will be forced to change their tact now, because there is no rail enablement to get them across on the Inter-Islander and through to these new ferries arrive. And so their business opportunities change, their way of doing things change, and you're spot on. I mean, it becomes the new norm, the new routine. Who knows what's going to happen in 4 years' time, 5 years' time. So that is something that is a real issue that a lot of people, I don't think, have actually factored in to this disruption that's going to be caused.
Well, the other thing is, of course, Chewie and I, Dunedin, this may also cause us a lot more costs, because the product getting from the North Island to the South Island, like if you were a business and you were moving stuff around the country and you had to eat the costs for, 3 to 6 months because that was the time between the new ferry and maybe you'd do that. But 4 years at best, 4 years at best, right? Doesn't mean any delays, another global pandemic, whatever else. At best, 4 years, you're just not going to eat those costs. And those of us in the South Island might end up paying more for stuff traveling from the north to the south.
You're right. I mean, those of you in the South Island can feel as though you're being pretty much ripped off by the current government in areas of transport. I mean, there's not a lot of investment in transport. These roads of national party significance, there's hardly many of them in the South Island, full stop. And let's not forget that with the rail-enabled ferry now out of action for that minimum, at best, 4 to 5 years, people and businesses are going to have to start changing. Well, they've already had to start changing the way they do things. And with that will come more cost.
We might have to have a chat to the Minister for the South Island, seeing he's around so much, Chewie.
I was just going to say, with any day now, our Minister for the South Island is going to ride to our rescue, I'm sure, by gently, almost imperceptibly tapping on the caucus room door with a suggestion that will not be heard. Fantastic.